commentary on bioeconomy contribution to circular economy. So with a growing population, world natural resources are depleting. Applying bioeconomy provides us solutions to problems such as food security and fossil resources dependence while achieving sustainable economic growth by using a circular economy. Circular economy is a system that converts and uses fossil-based energy to bioenergy, biofuel, and secondary raw materials.
Here are some examples of biomass valorization. The products can be used in many sectors that will really help the circular economy. Statistically speaking, in Europe itself, the bioeconomy has increased around 7% between 2008 and 2014, where the highest contributing sectors will be coming from manufacturing of liquid biofuels, which is 25%, and the least contribution will be coming from production of bio-based chemicals and the forestry sectors, which is around 21% to 22%.
Okay, now I will talk about assessing the potential of circularity, the overall conceptual framework and application to food waste. What is conceptual framework? It aims to create identification. Identify what? Bio-based waste and byproduct streams. Afterwards, what is waste? Waste is any substance or object which the holder discards or intends and or is required to discard. Afterwards, bio-waste is biodegradable garden and park waste, food and kitchen waste, waste from food processing plants. This is an example of bio-waste. There's fruits and meat here. Afterwards, byproduct is any substance or object resulting from production process where the primary aim of production is not that item. Okay. The conditions of a byproduct not being waste is there's further use of substance. Object can be used directly without any further processing. Object is produced an integral part of production, and further use is lawful. Okay. Afterwards, what is the framework? This is the framework that we have. It is actually a hierarchy. It is a European Waste Hierarchy and European Circular Economy Action Plan for biomass and bio-based products. As you see here, we have prevention, and then we have reuse and recycling through a flow chart where we check about the material, and then finally there's disposal. It promotes renewables, recycling, and reuse, and the key principle is to minimize dissipative use of high-value resources and maximize cascading use of biomaterials. Finally, this is examples of where waste prevention is the highest priority, and second is reuse, and finally it's recycle. Practicable is one of the things that we have to check. Is when a thing is practicable, it is environmentally preferable, technically feasible, economically profitable, and compliant to legislation.
So food waste valorization from a circular economy perspective. Firstly, the UNFAO states that 1/3 of the world food is wasted along the supply chain, which means there's a good amount of food that's not being used. So since food waste is mostly moisture, it is not suited to incineration or heat treatment. So that means we have a lot of food that's not being used and it's just lying there on landfills. So however, through the eyes of a circular economy, we can see that the presence of methane is potential for the contribution of bioeconomy that optimizes use of available resources by eliminating problems elsewhere. So firstly, we have to account food waste. To start the implementation of food waste for a circular economy, we must understand the extent and type of waste of byproducts and from the streams available. So to do this, we can use the LCT, or life cycle thinking. So what the problem is with the accounting of food waste is the data that's available. There has not been many data, and there has been inconsistencies such as the accounted waste flows only account for the edible fractions, such as not including the bones in the fruit. So there needs to be a consistent and accurate understanding on the assumptions for how to quantify food waste. So more on valorizing food waste is that there has been several studies that have explored the potential of making circularity out of food waste. Food waste and processed byproducts have homogeneous features which makes it easy for extraction. And currently the focus is on flows from fruit and vegetables as sources of antioxidants and meat sources for proteins. And moreover, there has been attention to utilizing food waste for the production of bioethanol, biogas, and other fuels. But there's still more future challenges to be seen. Even though that LCA has been the core of the European thinking on the policies for waste management. The interest on valorization of food waste is not new, it's not very old, so that means there's not a lot of data regarding this.
So the conclusion is, first one, applying a circular economy to bioeconomy provides an opportunity to solve problems such as food security. Second one is, the counting of food waste must be based on LCT, but there are several shortcomings due to lack of data and understanding. Third one is, LCA shows some great potential to support the assessment of food waste management. And the last one is, future industrial that focus on valorization of food waste must be based on robust accounting of quantities and analysis of potential. Thank you.